We're doing another full face video, and this time is Maybelline, and I have already done them in the past, but it's been a while, so this is the updated version. And yes, I am breaking out right now. We're just going to ignore it and move into the brows. I have the Super Fluff Brow Mousse. I have not tried this yet. Shade Black, and look how cute and tiny this little applicator is. I think this is going to be perfect for me. I typically like a Stronghold clear brow gel, and then I fill in with a brow pen. So doing this is a little bit different than normal, but I have just used plain tinted brow gel before to do my brows, so it's not too weird. So here is one brow done, and then this is our before. It looks nice. I have used the Maybelline like skinny brow pencil before. I've went through several of those. If you're looking for a good affordable brow pencil, I do really like that one. But I did use that in my last full face of Maybelline. So I want to try something newer, and this is like the newest brow product they have, I think. Either this or their other brow gel is the newest, but still very, very new. I like it. Now, for the complexion, they do have primers. They have this new gripping one that I really want to try, but I've not got my hands on it yet. So we're just going to jump right into foundation, and you should not be surprised. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint. If you watched my video of me using a full face of almost empty makeup, you'll see me use up the last little bit of my first one. This is a brand new bottle. That is how much I am in love with this, and you're going to see this pimple disappear. It is just so good, and I already have 2 more on backup. Now, Maybelline foundations are so good, especially this one and their Lumi Matte. I really enjoy as well. It reminds me a lot of the Skin Tint. The concealer we'll get to in a minute. So for concealer, I have the Maybelline Fit Me. I actually think this might have been the one I used last time I did a full face of Maybelline. Look at how tiny this doe foot is. This is such an old school concealer. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Maybelline concealers, so I did have to pick this one up just for this video. Obviously, I'm going to use it since I have it, but I think where they really shine is their mascaras, and then of course the foundations. Concealer, there is better ones at the drugstore. This is not my favorite, and definitely not my favorite brand for concealers in general. Which also brings me to my next point. Like, I don't have everything from this brand, but we are going to improvise for some things. Just because I am doing a full face video doesn't mean I want to go out and buy things that I'm not actually going to use after I'm done filming this video. Like the primer, for instance. Like, I have so many right now. I don't need another one at the moment. Even though, yeah, I want to try it and see if it's any good, but I don't need it at the moment. Therefore, I'm not going to buy it just for this video. Like, you can see the concealer works fine, but it's definitely not as full coverage as I would like it to be, and I'm really not a fan of this undertone either. I mean, it's pretty and all, and I'm gonna use it for like my lighter makeup days and stuff. I think it would be really good for that, but I'm not gonna repurchase this. I did want to do this one because I haven't used it in such a long time. Their activewear one, or whatever it is, I had not too long ago, and I did enjoy it, but it again just wasn't my favorite. Same with the Instant Age Rewind one. Like, it was okay, but it wasn't my favorite. This one I did want to revisit for the simple fact it has been a while. Maybe my thoughts would change on it. It's just not my favorite. Now, if you are a no makeup kind of girl, this could be a go-to for you. Another new product I wanted to try is the lifter sticks. These you can get in, you know, a shade for your foundation. You can use it as concealer, or you can use it as cream bronzer, which I am going to do today. I have the shade 65, and I think this one is gonna look really nice as a bronzer. Oh yeah. So that's how we're using this. I have tried their City Bronzer, the powder one. I did enjoy that. It just didn't really stand out though. Like, it wasn't bad, but it didn't stand out against other drugstore powder bronzers. I am also going to take a little bit of this in the crease because guess what? I'm not the biggest fan of Maybelline eyeshadows either. I swear I am not a hater on Maybelline. I love a lot of their products, like that skin tint is my #1. If I had to pick a foundation type product and I could only have one the rest of my life, it is going to be that. It is perfect for no makeup days, full glam, smoky eyes, all of it. It works so well and it lasts on my oily skin even without a primer. And this, honestly, I'm liking, especially for a drugstore cream contour or bronzer type product. I feel like we don't have enough options. Like, yeah, we have e.l.f. and Milani, but that's pretty much it. So this, you know, being added into the mix, I'm not mad. Another product I wanted to try, I love the Fit Me pressed powder, but especially the loose powder I love. This one I've not tried yet. This is the Super Stay 24-hour pressed powder, and I have the shade, what shade are you? 110. I noticed I did not tell you the shades on the foundation or the concealer. 118 is for the skin tint, and then I used Fair for the Fit Me because the light looked a little wonky. Not gonna lie. Again, the undertones in that line, I am not the biggest fan of. I don't know what happened with the undertones and that. I am just gonna use my regular puff to give this a fair chance. And this is also supposed to have coverage. Okay, so we're gonna hope for the best on this one, seeing how much coverage this actually has. Okay, this might fix the concealer. Okay, this definitely added some coverage, not even going to lie. And that made my under eyes look so smooth. Like, my face is definitely pretty matte right now, especially the places I went a little harder on the coverage just because that concealer was not doing enough. I am not mad about it. Now, blushes, they had a couple options. They had the Fit Me line, which I have tried, but they're very light in tone and they don't really show up a whole lot. So I did not want to do another Fit Me blush. Then they also had their little liquid blush things, but I have seen those in action and there is no pigment whatsoever. So I picked up this single eyeshadow in Dusty Rose, and I thought this would be a beautiful blush color. I did try it yesterday, but I was already wearing blush, so I couldn't really tell if it showed up or not. So I'm gonna take a little bit denser of a brush, and it also kind of has a little bit of a glow to it. And we're just going to put eyeshadow on as blush. I mean, it's a powder product, why not? That is actually really pretty. I also wanted something with a little bit of glow because, once again, guess what? I'm not the biggest fan of their highlighters. Like, yes, they are pretty, but they are intense and they're very glittery. It's not a wet looking highlighter like I like the Rare Beauty one, for instance. That's not glitter. That is just like a wet, juicy looking cheek. I don't want chunks of glitter in all my highlighters. I will admit my Glam Light ones, they get kind of glittery, but That's what I signed up for. Like, I knew they were going to be glittery. That's what I signed up for with that. The Maybelline ones, I just wanted a nice glow. And yeah, it gave me more in the glow. It gave me straight up glitter all over my face. And with that formula, I noticed too, the glitter wouldn't just stay on the cheek. It would fall and it would be all over your face, and I'm not into it. This is a lighter pigment eyeshadow, so you do have to build it up a little bit. But honestly, I'm not mad about that because that means I'm not going to go overboard with it. This looks really cute. I think for the sake of this, I am going to take this powdered shadow and I'm going to take a fluffier eye brush. I'm just going to do like a little whisper of this color all over the lids, just to give the eyes a little more dimension. I don't want to pack the shade on because then it might look like I have pink eye or something. So let's not do that, but a little whisper of it and try to get a little bit of that glowiness to the lids as well. Okay, little happy accident. I'm taking that same brush and I'm just like building it up on my cheekbone. Do you see the glow? Like, that intensified the glow even more. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna question it. It's working. I'm glowing. I'm gonna just attempt it on the Cupid's bow because I'm feeling brave. I don't know how that worked, but it did. Now for eyeliner, I'm just gonna use an old school trick and take my mascara on a little angle brush and do some liner. Again, I didn't want to buy products just for the sake of having them for a video. Like, I have used the setting spray before. I really enjoy it. I have too many right now. I do not use setting spray enough to justify purchasing another one just to have it for this video. Of course, we are going to curl the lashes and use this mascara as it is intended to be used. And by the way, this is the Colossal Bubble. This is one of my absolute favorites, and it just happens to also be by Maybelline. I have noticed this brand is very, very hit or miss for me, but I'm gonna be keeping that eyeshadow in my blush drawer because I could see myself using this, especially on a lighter makeup day. She's cute. I do feel slightly naked without actual highlighter on. Like, yeah, my cheeks and my nose look good, but my inner corner is screaming at me right now, and I really wish I would have picked up a lighter eyeshadow to use as highlighter. And this is me after saying I did not like Maybelline eyeshadows, but as you can see, they are very light in pigment, and that is my problem with their powdered shadows. But I'm also not a big like shadow stick person. I did have some of their shadow sticks. They weren't bad. That is just not my preferred formula. So once again, I'm not going to purchase items I don't need and I'm not going to use outside this video. Now, lips, we have a lip liner and lip gloss. This is the lifter liner in the shade Player, and then the lifter gloss in the shade Silk. And here's our updated full face of Maybelline products. Honestly, I'm not mad at the look, but they're all kind of coming out very natural. I'm hoping, I do know one that is not going to be natural that I have coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. But pretty much all of them are very natural kind of looks, especially for me. I am a bold makeup girly, so something like this, it's a little weird. But if you like this series or any kind of makeup content, definitely like and subscribe before you leave because I do a bunch of makeup videos over here. And thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.